The Cubs return from the break fundamentally sound, solid defense, heads-up base running, and strong starting pitching. The Cubs and the Rangers, Game 2, and ABC 7 breaks it all down next.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7.
They're gathering outside the friendly confines at Sheff Field in Waveland for today's Game 2 of the Texas Rangers and the Chicago Cubs. Perhaps it's a World Series preview between a team that has the second best record in the American League, that being Texas, and a team that has the second best record in the National League, the Chicago Cubs. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a Sunsplash Wrigley Field. I'm Jim Rose for today's Game 2 between the Cubs and the Texas Rangers. Jason Hamill is going to get the start today, going for his 8th win of the season. Time now to go upstairs to the booth with Len Casper and the great one from Lemoyne College by way of Messina, New York, Jim Deshaies. Hi, gentlemen.
Hey, Jim, how are you? That's a great lead-in, and I thought yesterday, and the Cubs have been a very good defensive club all year, maybe their best of the season.
Yeah, obviously refreshed after the break. A lot of bounce in the step for the Cub players yesterday. Very good day defensively. A good day all the way around. Kyle Hendricks was outstanding. The pen was good. One big inning with the bats, and that was enough.
Albert Almora is the subject of our Hooters Hot Play of the game, brought to you by your Chicagoland Hooters, the original wing joint.
Yeah, he made 2 outstanding plays in the ballgame yesterday. Here, a diving catch as he cuts an extra base hit off in right center field, then a play deep center field late in the ballgame. Almora, as we know, a superior defender, and he's chimed in nicely with the bat as well.
So it was Almora and his defensive teammates, and it was Kyle Hendricks making sure there was a fair amount of weak contact. He is now 3rd in the major leagues in earned run average.
Yeah,
as we check out our Blue Moon perfect pitch.
Yeah, he's been on a real nice roll of late with Kyle Hendricks. You always focus on 2 things, fastball command and that outstanding changeup. He had both of those working well yesterday against these Ranger hitters.
Blue Moon artfully brewed with Valencia orange peel and a touch of coriander. Something's brewing. So Hendricks with the 6-0 win against the team that drafted him. And let's get into today's pitching matchup. It is brought to you by Honda.
Yu Darvish is coming off the disabled list. He's only made 3 starts. You look at his numbers in interleague play. He's made 10 starts. He's 7-1 with a .177. Jason Hamill, long rest. He has been effective. That certainly is the case here today. Cubs are winless in his last 6 starts.
And let's check out JD's Mercedes keys to the game.
Yeah, well, here's looking at you because that's kind of clever. And it's the first time the Cubs will face Yu Darvish, and he's a good one. Big strikeout pitcher, deep counts. He's coming off the DL. Not sure how long he's going to be able to pitch into this game, so patience would be a pretty good strategy against him early on. And you can run against Yu Darvish as well. The Cubs don't steal a ton of bases, but they might be looking to push it a little bit with the running game here this afternoon.
As we go back to the final day of the first half, Jim Rose, the Cubs, if they had lost in Pittsburgh, would have only had a 5.5 game lead. Well, a couple of games and almost a week later, their lead is back to 8 over the Cardinals and 8.5 ahead of the Pirates.
And that's a good thing, fellas, because on the way to a championship, you've got to have some aspects of baseball or sports in general happen just like that. Thanks again, guys. Coming up, we're going to have a chat with the man that they call the Professor. Yesterday's winner over the Rangers, Kyle Hendricks, 6'3", 190 out of Dartmouth University by way of Newport Beach, California, as Cubs baseball continues here on ABC 7.
Wow, today's the big day. I can't believe that it's finally here. From the first day we met, I knew I wanted to marry Lisa. She's amazing in every way. I had to find the ring that matched her beauty, and I knew I would only find it at Necker's. The diamond and setting they helped me pick out is perfect. Now, all I have to do is pop the question. She said yes. She loves the ring, and it's all because I went to Necker's. Necker's Jewelers in Davenport and DeWitt. Give to the one you love.
The best best part of summer is taking my family to Modern Woodman Park. My mom coaches baseball, and when she gets tired, I'll let her ride cool rides, like the spinning bumper cars and the new swinging pirate ship. I love the Ferris wheel, and my brother Cade loves the drop and twist, and the new game room.
But Dylan, what about Daddy?
You can come too, Daddy, but there's no ties in baseball.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
Summer is here, and that means only one thing. It's time to get outside and enjoy the weather in a brand new Toyota RAV4. This SUV not only has a spacious cargo area and available bird's eye view camera, but it's also available as a hybrid with standard all-wheel drive. So take the Toyota RAV4 out for a test drive today. This is one vehicle sure to take you on amazing adventures all summer long. Lease a new 2016 RAV4 with zero due at signing and zero first month's payment. Or get 0% APR for 60 months on RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places.
Next 2.5 Men.
I'm going to military school?
Yeah.
And it's not going to be our military either.
The boys finally learn some basic training.
You better get to your homework. Okay. Extortion. So simple. Who knew?
Jake's gonna be all he can be.
Give me another beer, would you? Why can't you get it yourself?
And now he's marching to a different tune.
I don't know what I've been told. Screwing with Jughead never gets old.
Next 2.5 Men. Monday at 9 on the Quad Cities CW. Next, Family Guy.
I'd like to be part of a movement, but what movement would want an angry fat guy with a lot of opinions who hates listening?
When Peter gets political.
Good Tea Party morning, everyone.
Peter, you joined the Tea Party?
That's right, Brian.
His policies are no laughing matter.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Next, Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised. Monday at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. By Keller Graduate School of Management, learn loud. By State Farm, talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. By Honda, start something special with a great deal on a Honda, now at your Honda dealer. And by Southwest, transparency, low fares, nothing to hide.
Welcome back, everybody, to Cubs baseball here on ABC 7. I'm with one of my favorite Cubs, Kyle Hendricks, who we call the professor because he went to Dartmouth, and we could talk about a whole lot of subjects, but this year you're having one heck of a season. What's the difference between this time last year for you and right now?
You know, I've been really consistent in my mechanics so far this year. It started from spring training, really. You know, I got in a spout last year about halfway through the year where I got out of my mechanics. I was making some bad pitches, so I had to work really hard to kind of get out of that rut. Towards the end of the year, though, I started feeling really good, took it in the offseason, felt really good in the offseason, came into spring, and it kind of kept rolling from there. So ever since then, you know, it's just coming out when days I got to throw. If I got a bullpen that day, it's just putting all my focus into that. If I'm just playing catch, you know, just really taking my throwing program seriously, making sure my body's staying the same, staying consistent, and it's worked out so far. You know, Wilson behind the plate's been awesome for me the last few games. We've kind of had a good rapport going, so that's helped out a lot as well.
And your ERA is fantastic. Right now, you have the third best ERA in all of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, you know, it's good company up there, but again, they're just numbers at the end of the day. You know, my focus is always just what I can control, and so far that's when I'm out there making good pitches. I've been able to keep it simple, and I think that's the only way you can really have success.
You know, in the last couple of weeks, too, you've really been consistent. I think in your last 5 starts, you're 4-0. How does something like that happen?
You know, you get a hot streak. Like I said, Wilson and I are kind of clicking right now. The guys are playing unbelievable D behind me, and we've been scoring runs. I think I've gotten a bunch of run support, especially over those last 5 games. So that always helps a lot. You know, it makes the starts a little more comfortable. But at the end of the day, I've just been making good pitches with Wilson back there. And like I said, in my sides, I've just been trying to keep that consistency going and see how long I can ride it. You
know, one of the things I talk with Joe Madden about is some of the things surrounding baseball and the preparation for baseball. And I asked him one day, what's overrated about baseball? And he goes, batting practice. For a pitcher, what is maybe something that you guys do that you could do without?
Probably maybe batting practice for us. I mean, you know, There's not a whole lot. You know, you only get so many bullets. You only get so much time you can throw. So the time that we do our throwing, that's obviously the most important things for us. I guess sometimes in the weight room, you know, our workouts, you have to know where you're at in the year. Sometimes when you get later in the season, especially starting the second half, sometimes you need to dial it back. You know, you just got to listen to your body, that kind of thing. But, yeah, I think the batting practice idea with a lot of hitters is it's a long season, you know, and so taking all those swings, it's going to take a lot out of guys. So Joe has a really good feel, just kind of how the team's feeling, where their health's at, their energy level, that kind of thing, and he just plays into it.
And your next start's going to be Wednesday against the Mets, and Bartolo Colon's going to be on the other side of the mound there.
Oh, I didn't know that yet, so that'll be a fun one, though. He's very similar to me. He likes to throw a lot of sinkers, a lot of two-seam fastballs. Should be a fun matchup.
All right, Kyle, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck for the rest of the season.
Appreciate it.
All right, Kyle Hendricks, Cubs pitcher. We'll be back with more Cubs baseball here on ABC 7. Stay tuned.
Backed by popular demand, get 2 new Kias for one low price at Courtesy Kia in Moline. Choose 2 new Optimas for only $262 a month. The same goes for 2 Kia Souls, just $262 a month. Drive a brand new Sportage for $182 a month. Take home 2 Fortes for only $222 a month. Or choose 1 if you don't need 2. It's backed by popular demand, but it won't last long. Get 2 new Kias for one low price at Courtesy Kia in the South Park Auto Plaza, Moline.
Hi, this is Travis Sherman, General Manager of Jeff's Car Corner, reminding you to look for our logo. Jeff's Car Corner is your 6-time QC Times Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Used Car Dealership. We don't have 1,600 cars. We don't have half-off cars. What we do have is the right car for you at the right price. Low overhead, great prices, and award-winning service makes Jeff's Car Corner the perfect choice for your next vehicle. Same owner, same corner for nearly 40 years. Jeff's Car Corner at the corner of 4th and Division in Davenport.
I wish it wasn't just the dark times that brought us together.
The Flash, this Tuesday at 8/7 Central.
Here we go.
Almost is on the attack. You got her scared. There are going to be more people escaping. They're already down there.
Any possible escape route will be neutralized by day's end.
Containment. Limited series finale this Tuesday at 9/8 Central on the CW.
At Entertainment Expressions, we're hardcore audio experts. We sell nothing but the best.
Audio you can't live without. Clips, Martin Logan, Onkyo, Marantz, and now Paradigm. You have to come in and hear them for yourself.
And there's more. Anthem amplifiers and whole house audio systems, including outdoor speakers for your deck or patio.
Residential, commercial, and home theater. All from the most experienced electronic staff in the Quad Cities.
Great service is our obsession.
At Entertainment Expressions, we are your home theater.
And audio experts.
Is it a force of nature or a sales event? The Summer of Audi sales event is here. Get exceptional offers now during the Summer of Audi sales event.
The girls take up ballet.
I'm gonna be a dancer.
Go-go or boring?
Boring.
Oh.
And Lisa picks up a nasty habit.
I can't believe you were smoking. Do you know the Sturgeon General said you're not supposed to?
A sturgeon is a fish.
No more dancing around the issue.
You have to stop smoking.
That's easy for you to say. You've never had to be thin and focused.
What did you say?
The Simpsons.
Monday at 6:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. By your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Visit buyhyundai.com. By Lakeside Bank, celebrating 50 years of financial strength. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. By new BP gasoline with Invigorate, our best fuel ever. And by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way.
And welcome back to Cubs baseball here on ABC 7. Lots going on in and around Wrigley Field. This is the Southport Art Fair and Music Festival, and we nominate these fans as our State Farm Neighborhood Fans of the Game. Why not stroll on over to Wrigley Field and catch today's Cubs Rangers Game 2. And let's check out the Bob Locorcio Auto Group National League Central Division standings. The Cubs riding high, 8 games up on St. Louis, 8.5 ahead of Pittsburgh with 73 games left. The Brewers and the Reds are out of it. Time now for our Keller Management Leaders of the Game interview. And we check in with Joe Madden, who talks about how he sets his lineup against the Texas twirler, Yu Darvish.
For me, when you face a guy like that, maybe he's not totally stretched out, you look at your lineup and how you set it up. Because if he's out there rather quickly, what does that mean about your lineup regarding relief pitchers coming into the game? So today you've noticed left, right, left switch, right, left, etc. So that way, if something were to break early and they wanted to go left-handed with us, that the lineup is set up appropriately, that it's not heavily stacked left-handed, as an example.
Sounds almost like a military drill sergeant, left, right, left, right. It'll be a beautiful day for baseball. Should be blue skies all the way over Wrigley Fields. The Cubs go for 3 in a row. The Cubs and the Rangers. Game 2 with Len and JD coming up next on your home for Cubs baseball, ABC 7. Have a great Saturday, everybody.
Hey, what are you doing at home? Gather your friends and head to the Circle Tap on West Locust Street. See the game and enjoy a wonderful meal famous for our ribs from a quarter to a full rack with fries served alongside, delicious burger baskets, chicken and bacon ranch wraps, as well as cold drinks and spirits, all at great prices. Plus, enjoy the Circle's great outdoor patio area with a cool and shaded bar. There's live music often featured. So head on over to the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
This Monday,
I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. So have I.
Channing Tatum, Chris Pratt, 10 years. This Monday at 8, 7 Central.
Do you not know who I am? Should I? What about the Green Arrow? Black Canary? Firestorm? Atom? Sorry. Think you can keep up, Girl of Steel?
Supergirl, all new this fall, only on the CW.
My daddy guarantees all his cars with his all-new Weber warranty. All vehicles have been fully inspected by our shop and priced below book value. Plus, Weber has financing you can afford. We work with local institutions to ensure you receive the best possible rate and convenient terms. My dad says it takes quality vehicles, great prices, and you must treat people right. Weber Auto Group. If you're looking for a used car, we got your baby.
From first light to last laugh.
We are
Born to defy the odds.
the rules. It's a way of life and state of mind. So, call us what you want.
Heroes, rebels,
Or just plain crazy. Where expectations end.
We're just getting started.
So, don't stand there.
Defy your world. Dare to live in ours.
I'm Local 4 News Chief Meteorologist Andy McCrae. Well, it's that time of year again when warm, cold air masses battle it out over the Midwest. And as we all know, that can potentially lead to some dangerous weather. And that's why you need to stay aware of changing weather conditions and trust the experience of Local 4 News for a local pinpoint forecast that is reliable and responsible. It's what we mean when we say Local 4 News is local for you.
Local 4 News. Tune in tonight and see the difference.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. By Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or localfordstores.com. By Insure on the Spot. Get your free 2-minute quote today at insureonthespot.com. By Presence Health. Compassion is our mission. And by Volkswagen. Today's HD broadcast is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Let's check out the ESPN 1000 Texas Rangers lineup. Shutout yesterday for the first time since May 23rd. Odor, Desmond, and Beltre at the top. Moreland in for Prince Fielder today at first. Rua in left once again. Mazzara in right with no Shin-Soo Choo. Elvis Andrews the shortstop. Bobby Wilson the catcher. Yu Darvish the pitcher.
Cubs defensively brought to you by Chevrolet. Set up this way this afternoon. Contreras, Hayward, Bryant left, center, right. Around the horn, La Stella, Russell, Zobrist, Rizzo, Miguel Montero behind the plate. Jason Hamill on the mound.
Big right-hander ready to work. Soft liner is handled by Hayward for the first out.
1 pitch, 1 out. A good start for Jason Hamill, looking for his first win since June 4th for the season. 7 up, 5 down, a 346 earned run average. He's making his 18th start. 4th career start against the Rangers. Lifetime 0-2 with a 491 against them.
Here are your umpires. John Tumpane, he's from the south suburbs. Recently became a full-time Major League umpire after 14.5 years in the minors. We've seen John before as a fill-in. He's now part of the Major League staff, so congrats. Here's the 0-1 on Ian Desmond, the All-Star. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Ooh, good slide ball there from Hamill. Perfectly placed. Starts in the zone, dips down below the knees and off the outside corner.
0-2 is grounded to second. That's Ben Zobrist who makes the play. 2 quick outs. Weather at first pitch brought to you by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. For all the right reasons, call 866 Four Seasons. A little natural air conditioning coming off the lake at 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, I flipped a baseball card out of the booth and it flew up on top of the roof. So I guess the wind is blowing in.
2 down. Here's Adrian Beltre, the third baseman, and he turns away from a fastball off the inside corner. This is the only game going on right now. 3 games will start in about an hour and a half. And everything else later tonight. Curveball that time, 1-1. Been a while. June 4th against the Diamondbacks. Hamill's last win. As JD referenced earlier, the Cubs losing each of his last 6 starts. In the air to left, Wilson Contreras. And the Cubs are coming up against Yu Darvish.
The best part of summer is taking my family to Modern Woodland Park. My mom coaches baseball, and when she gets tired, I'll let her ride cool rides, like the spinning bumper cars and the new swinging pirate ship. I love the Ferris wheel, and my brother Cade loves the drop and twist, and the new game room.
But Dylan, what about Daddy?
You can come too, Daddy, but there's no ties in baseball.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
I never told you about my father. They found his body 2 days after my 8th birthday. Some said his death was exactly what he deserved. Last night.
This is WQ2YZ.
Hello? I spoke to him.
Come hang out. Grab some food and catch a game on one of our 15 flat-screen TVs in a family-friendly environment. Gunty's Rock Island has a wide selection of craft beers and food options, including the best pizza in town, giant tenderloin, a great hamburger, half-pound prime rib sandwich, and a lunch buffet Monday through Friday from 11 to 1:30. You're sure to find something to satisfy your appetite. We're open 7 days a week, including delivery, so find out what you've been missing. Stop by Gunty's Rock Island or Davenport today and look for our daily specials on Facebook.
Welcome to Gunty's.
Somebody save your soul, 'cause you've been sending in this.
Right on time.
I want the good life.
Oh, come to mama.
I want the hope.
All your worlds are about to change.
How I
Met Your Mother. Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Cubs Southwest starting lineup lead up to 8 over the Cardinals in the division. Listella in the leadoff spot today. Bryant playing right. Rizzo, Zobrist, Contreras. Jason Hayward's been really good since moved down to the 6th spot. Addison Russell in a nice stretch at the plate. Miguel Montero back of the plate and batting 8. Jason Hamill batting 9th. Their Cubs Southwest lineup.
Where are these Rangers deployed? It's brought to you by Comcast Business. Ryan Rua plays left. Ian Desmond, the converted shortstops in center. Mazzaro, the youngster, in right. He misplayed a ball yesterday. Beltre with a rare error in the ball game yesterday. The Rangers were a little sloppy. Andrus Odor up the middle. Moreland's the first baseman. Bobby Wilson behind the plate for the Rangers hurler, Yu Darvish. That would make him a hurling Darvish. He's 2-0 with a 2.87. He's making his 4th start. Got a late start to the season, recovering from Tommy John surgery that cost him all of last year. And after 3 starts, he went on the DL due to shoulder fatigue. When healthy, he is nasty.
You're correct. 3-time All-Star. The 3 years he has pitched in the major leagues. 2-0 on Listella. Beltre in at 3rd on the grass.
Max out at 98 miles an hour. Sit comfortably right around 93, 94. Looks like he may be begging a little bit there for that one. And boy, he'll give you a kitchen sink. Cutter, curveball, slider, change, splitter.
And a strike.
One of our keys to the game, we talked about being patient because of his health history. You would understand the Rangers being cautious with him. So if you work that pitch count early, maybe you can get into that middle relief.
When you said you would understand, is it I would understand or he would?
He would. Yeah, we can have a whole Abbott Costello thing going here. There's the main breakdown. He'll cut his fastball. I know he used to throw a little splitty. I don't know if that's what he's using as a changeup or if it's more of a circle change these days.
I wonder if maybe that's a pitch he's stayed away from after elbow reconstruction too. Ball 4, leadoff walk.
Yeah, for his career, he's worked a little bit of a higher walk rate than average, but you can live with that because he runs such a high strikeout rate. A little over 30%. Since he came into Major League Baseball, he has the 2nd highest strikeout rate in the game.
Chris Bryant has the highest home run total in the National League with 25. No bad with a man on, nobody out. Just underway, bottom 1. Cubs won 6-0 in the opener. And ball 1 on Bryant. So Darvish activated today. Jose Leclerc, who pitched in the ballgame yesterday, was optioned to AAA. Rangers really banged up in their starting rotation. Don't know how long he can go today. Coming off the disabled list with a shoulder issue, but their starters have not gone long. They haven't had a 6-inning start in their last 10 games for a rotation ERA of 10.15. Swing and a miss.
That's big. That's great sweeping action on that slide ball. He'll flip up a real slow curveball on occasion too. Doug Brocail, the pitching coach of the Rangers, told me earlier today that Darvish spins the ball better than any pitcher he's been around, and I'm seeing pretty good evidence of it early on. There's Brocail in the background there with the shades on.
I also remember a GIF or a GIF. What do you call it? The GIF?
Yeah, I go with GIF.
A couple years ago, when he was still early in his major league career, and they had all of his pitches out of the same arm slot, and it just, everything was diving and darting in different directions. So he's very good at being able to repeat that delivery. Thought he had him. 2-2.
Tries a little front door breaking ball there. He had a little bit of a case. He caught the inside corner, but again, not a pitch that you would fully expect to get called.
2-2, got him that time. 98 miles an hour. For strike 3.
Yeah, and therein lies the challenge, right? When he gives you all that different look with the breaking ball, and then he can lock you up with 98. Right-handed batters hitting just 197 against Darvish in his big league career.
The red-hot Anthony Rizzo 10-game hitting streak, during which he's batted .425. So his third double-digit hit streak already this year. He's the first National League player to do that. He swings and misses.
Darvish, 6'5", 220, 29 years of age. He was 93 and 78 with a 1.99 ERA in Japan.
Time for the Keller Graduate School of Management League leaders. Only guy in the National League with an OPS of 1,000. And his teammate, Chris Bryant, also makes that top 5. How about Jake Lamb?
Yeah. He's having a breakout year.
It's been a forgettable year for the Diamondbacks, but he's been terrific. Pitch. 1-2. Stella walked to begin the inning. Bryant then caught looking. And it sets up a 1-2 way outside as Wilson had to reach far to his left.
I haven't seen Darvish pitch a lot. Obviously, he's got very good stuff, and he's got a very impressive resume. You look at the strikeout rate, the walk rate, you get the sense that he's not a pitch-to-contact guy. He's trying to get you to miss. Doesn't like to give in.
There it is, and he got him swinging. You can see the stuff early on. He's got a wide array of out pitches.
It's always tough for the hitters when they see a pitcher for the first time, but when it's a guy with the kind of stuff that Darvish has, it's especially troublesome.
Now Ben Zobrist, he's in the cleanup spot after leading off yesterday against the lefty Perez. Ben was in left field yesterday, back at his normal position at second. Rangers are in need of a win. They dropped 10 of their last 13. Both these teams stumbled into the All-Star break. Cubs have won their last 2.
There's the cut fastball. So he's shown us essentially 3 different breaking pitches with the slider, the curveball, and then that little cutter.
I'm wondering if Bobby Wilson's going to take off his catcher's mitt because 5 fingers not enough. Stella goes, and Zobrist strikes out. So Yu Darvish, after the leadoff walk, strikes out 3.
This Monday,
I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. So have I.
Channing Tatum, Chris Pratt, 10 years. This Monday at 8/7 Central.
This summer, Supergirl is soaring to the CW.
I was sent to protect Earth.
Catch the entire first season with back-to-back episodes every Monday starting August 1st.
I love it. Really?
Get up to speed before the Season 2 premiere October 10th.
Absolutely.
Supergirl. Back-to-back episodes start Monday, August 1st on the CW.
Hi, this is Travis Sherman, General Manager of Jeff's Car Corner, reminding you to look for our logo. Jeff's Car Corner is your 6-time QC Times Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Used Car Dealership. We don't have 1,600 cars. We don't have half-off cars. What we do have is the right car for you at the right price. Low overhead, great prices, and award-winning service makes Jeff's Car Corner the perfect choice for your next vehicle. Same owner, same corner for nearly 40 years. Jeff's Car Corner at the corner of 4th and Division in Davenport.
Democracy is loud, complex, and endlessly fascinating.
Matter of Fact with Fernando Espuelas.
Each week, we'll break through the noise with insights into what's really going on behind the curtain of political theater. A dialogue with decision makers. Hard-hitting, balanced coverage of the issues that impact our future.
Political coverage for a new generation of voters. Matter of Fact with Fernando Espuelas.
Sunday at 12:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Eastern Iowa Community Colleges, Clinton, Scott, and Muscatine. Learn more at eicc.edu.
Back here at beautiful Wrigley Field, Mitch Moreland will lead things off, making his 67th start at first base. Been their main guy there. Prince Fielder, who normally DHs, started at first yesterday. Moreland battling right calf stiffness prior to the All-Star break, so this is just his second start in the Rangers' last 10 games.
And with his struggles and Fielders not getting a whole lot from the first base position.
Curve missed. It's 2-1. 7-year Major League veteran. His 2-1 delivery is outside. 3-1.
A little wobbly here. Boy, he was so sharp in that first inning, threw every pitch exactly where he wanted to.
6'6", 225. Making his 18th start. Go over 100 innings on the season this afternoon. Russell battling the elements, and he's got it.
Tough sky today, boys. Clear blue. Little breeze. Cub fans, and plan now for the August and September push toward the playoffs. Tickets are still available for the second half. But don't wait, they're going fast. Visit Cubs.com. Do it now.
This is Ryan Rua. And he takes a strike. 0 for 4 yesterday. Cubs battling the American League West in interleague play. There's a base hit. First of the afternoon for either team. Next year the Cubs will play the American League East. Cubs also will have 4 games coming up against the White Sox. 2 on the south side, 2 here at Wrigley. End of this month. Omar Mazara, the right fielder. American League Rookie of the Month for both April and May.
That would make him a leading candidate for Rookie of the Year, wouldn't it?
You get off to a start like that? Absolutely.
Big guy in the middle of a lineup of a contending team. Jason Hamill's ground ball rate is up this year over what he has done in his career. Throwing the two-seam fastball a little bit more, and that's a good ground ball pitch for him. Curveball as well will induce some ground balls.
You're probably wondering, Nomar, was he named after Mr. Garcia-Parra? The answer is no, he was not.
Was he named after someone named Ramon?
No. Now, Nomar Garcia-Parra, his first name is Anthony. His middle name is Nomar. That is merely his dad's name spelled backwards. Nomar Mazara was named Nomar because his parents liked the name.
As good a reason as any.
He was born before Garcia-Parra made his major league debut. So maybe they were really into prospects at the time and said, this kid in Boston.
They were scanning the
he's going to be
Baseball America prospect list.
One and two on him. There it is.
Good thing for him that they weren't enamored with Puddinhead Jones. That'd be a tough one to live down.
Runner at first, one out, second inning.
He starts with that big wide open stance and then closes up as the pitch is being delivered. A little bit of a leg kick there to generate power. Normally, as a pitcher, when you see a guy with that big open stance like that, you think you think he's got to close. He's got to drift a little bit to close up. And you think, well, if I got a little juice on my fastball, I should be able to get in there on his hands and do some weak contact. Downside is if you miss, you can hit it a long way.
See if Rua is on the move here. 3-2. He is. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Late. So Rua gets his 7th steal. 2 outs in the inning as Hamill gets his first strikeout.
Hey, Cub fans, check out the Cubs blog on abc7.com, brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent. Serving the area for 38 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Montero didn't get his man there, but he's been throwing the ball much better here the last few games he has caught.
Elvis Andrus, his shortstop, batting 7th. Runner at second, 2 outs. Rangers for their first run of the weekend. And a called strike. We've seen the curve a fair amount early on from Hamill.
Yeah, we're talking about Darvish spinning the ball, and it's looked out of Jason's hand here today too, both the slider and the curveball. Gas at 93 at the knees. The stretch that he's been in, the team losing his last 6 starts, he personally is 0-4 in that stretch with a .594 earned run average, but that's a little misleading because a big chunk of that high ERA came in that one start in New York when he gave up 10 earned runs. He's done a lot of good work in this stretch, just has not been rewarded with a W.
Long and lean, got that big beard, hair growing out a little in the back. Kind of has that shaggy look, right? Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, a little shaggy, a little, you know, Bee Gees' lost brother kind of thing going on.
He held on appeal. Corey Blazer had to call it first.
Well, it looked like a commit from up here. Nope, maybe not. If he were a BG, he'd probably be the best looking of the BGs, right? Or at least number 2. And
he would be
tallest,
the tallest
for sure.
Yeah. down Montero.
Rangers have had a pretty good pipeline, have they not, of good young talent coming to the big leagues. This guy, when he first came up, Odor's just a kid. Jerkson Profar was 19 when he came to the big leagues. They're having a hard time finding playing time for Profar. Kind of becoming a utility guy for them, but he's having a very nice year. Mazara's a youngster. And apparently the minor league system is pretty flush with talent as they consider a trade here with the trade deadline approaching.
Good battle, Hamill and Andrews. Keller Graduate School of Management Statistic. So 24 and younger, you'd expect the Cubs to be high on that list, and they lead the way, and the Rangers are third. Sharply hit. Russell will spin the throw. Not in time. Throw to the plate. Rangers lead 1-0. Montero's throw to second. And they got him there. So Andrews is out. The run does count. And Jeff Bannister is telling the home plate umpire, John Tumpain, hang on just one moment. We want to make sure the call was correct at second. Here it looked like they got it right.
Yeah, Andrews tries to sneak in the back door there, and I think he came off the bag was the key.
Inning over, 1-0 Texas.
TMI does it all. The trusted company to call for your air conditioning and plumbing repair and replacement needs. With fast, friendly service on time, all the time.
Pointing you in the right direction.
Democracy is loud, complex, and endlessly fascinating.
Matter of fact, with Fernando Espuelas.
Each week we'll deliver balanced coverage of the issues that impact our future.
Matter of Fact with Fernando Espuelas, Sunday at 12:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
At Entertainment Expressions, we'll help you customize your home audio and video so it's a perfect fit for you and your family. You'll go from just watching TV to feeling like you're a part of it. With a Dolby Atmos and DTSX surround sound system from Entertainment Expressions. These new audio formats sound so lifelike, you'll feel like you're in the movie.
Entertainment Expressions, great service is our obsession. From your favorite electronics mid-box store.
We are your home theater
and commercial audio video experts.
Next 2.5 Men.
I'm going to military school?
Yeah. And it's not going to be our military either.
The boys finally learn some basic training.
You better get to your homework.
Okay.
Extortion. So simple. Who knew?
Jake's gonna be all he can be.
Give me another beer, would you?
Why can't you get it yourself?
And now he's marching to a different tune.
I don't know what I've been told. Screwing with Jughead never gets old.
Next 2.5 Men.
Monday at 9 on the Quad Cities CW. TMI does it all. The trusted company to call for your appliance repair and plumbing needs. Guaranteeing satisfaction with fast, friendly service on time, all of the time.
Pointing you in the right direction.
Let's take a look at how Yu Darvish has been painting the corners. Brought to you by Benjamin Moore. Paint like no other. Very impressive first inning. A leadoff walk, then 3 consecutive strikeouts. 98-mile-an-hour heater to Bryant, and a couple breaking pitches to get Rizzo and Zobrist. Many swings and misses from Zobrist. It was pretty impressive stuff that Darvish was featuring in inning number 1.
Looking from the stretch with nobody on. Andrews gets a single and an RBI on this play. And I don't think Rizzo would have gotten his man had the throw been accurate. Looked like it was somewhat close, but
splitter or changeup. Yeah, the only
Bruin never stopped either.
Right, and the only thing you could have done differently in that play was if you're Addison Russell, not make that throw to first base. Cognizant of the fact that there's a man rounding third, and the likelihood that you get your man at first is pretty remote.
4 straight strikeouts for Darvish. Darvish, the second pitcher the Cubs have faced this year to strike out 3 in the first inning. Max Scherzer, June 13th, was the other.
Yeah, Scherzer looked like he was going to get 20 that day.
Ball 1 on Jason Hayward, hitting .323 his last 8 games, all in the 6th spot. He and his manager say there's a little more freedom in this spot than in the 2-hole, where certain at-bats are a little more dictated, in Hayward's words.
Yeah, I was talking with John Maley the other day about him, and he said Jason's been working awfully hard, trying to make some adjustments in the cage. It's starting to bear fruit.
Driven deep to right if it's fair, and it is not.
Oh, we almost had a big piece of fruit.
And the wind really knocked it down. Blowing very hard in from right. That ball would not have gone had it been fair. Off the bat, I thought it was crushed.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought he got it.
And he did not go. That might be a break for the Cubs. I thought he went. Let's see. Oh. Laz Diaz got it right.
You said that with an element of surprise in your voice.
No, I just, when I watched it from up here, it looked like he went.
Surprised, yeah. I'm surprised it turned out to be differently than you anticipated.
Right.
Not that Laz got it right. Because that's not who you are. That's more my style to pick on the arbiters.
3-2. Russell on deck.
Contact would be good. You'd step in the right direction.
Doesn't happen. 5 consecutive strikeouts, and I think you're hearing boo birds. There are some Ranger fans in the house saying you.
Yeah, they're rallying around you here. July 20th, sit ringside with Joe Madden and Cub players. Enjoy amateur boxing for a great cause. Wear your suit, your sneaks. Enjoy premium food and liquor, scotch tastings, and a bid on great auction items. It'll be held downtown in the historic Wintrust Bank building. Tickets and details, Cubs.com/Madden. So, one of our Mercedes keys to the game was work counts, be patient. You might want to throw that key out and just take a whack at the first good one you see. It was 97 with sink right there from Darvish. Rookie of the Year, or third, excuse me, Rookie of the Year 2012. Second for the Cy Young Award in 2013. Led Major League Baseball with 277 strikeouts that year.
Progress, I guess. Ball put in play for the first time, and Andrews makes a catch. So snaps a streak of 5 straight Ks, but Darvish has his good stuff today.
For Donald Trump, the next stop on the road to the White House is Cleveland, Ohio, and the Republican National Convention.
It will be a America first. From now on, America first.
Turn to your local election headquarters for complete coverage. Local 4 News will be there all week with live reports, including reaction from delegates from both Illinois and Iowa. Comprehensive coverage of the Republican National Convention begins Sunday and continues all week on Local 4 News. Brought to you in part by Ace Muffler.
When your home needs new roofing and siding, it can be hard to find someone you trust. I know someone I trust, my dad.
At Old Town Roofing, we'll treat you just like family, too, with personal service, the best warranties, and estimates in just 48 hours. Old Town Roofing is an IKO Shield Pro Plus contractor, offering premium shingles at an affordable price. We also specialize in James Hardy siding for beauty and durability.
Become a part of the Old Town family.
At Old Town Roofing, our service is over the top.
They're back with all new episodes.
Pickup lines in a grocery store.
Want to have a cleanup in aisle 5?
Whose line is it anyway? Wednesdays at 9, 8 Central on the CW.
Classes start soon at the Communities College, Eastern Iowa Community Colleges, Clinton, Scott, and Muscatine. Learn more at eicc.edu.
A bold pairing of whiskey and barbecue. New 80-proof wings at Famous Dave's.
Rangers lead 1-0. Bobby Wilson, the catcher. It's a sinker for a strike. Wilson 3 for 4 against Hamill, but he has not faced him since 2012. I gave you a stat, and then I'm telling you it doesn't really matter.
It's okay.
1-1. Just trying to add some context. He was traded from the Rangers to Detroit in late March, reacquired on May 3rd. And shortly after that, he hit a grand slam in Detroit against his former team. He actually hit 2 grand slams within 7 days, first 2 of his career.
We talked about the Rangers having a young talent in the farm system and perhaps willing to move it to improve their ball club. Catcher is a position that they've been talking about for a while. There had been some Jonathan Lucroy rumors with the Rangers.
Roll over bouncer to Russell.
This father-son moment is brought to you by Sports Clips Haircuts. It's good to be a guy with over 85 Chicagoland locations. Find yours at sportsclip.com. Take a little off the top.
Here's Darvish.
Left-handed hitter. He's got that pitching arm protected.
Yeah, he's listed as a right-handed hitter.
He may be in let's just go take a seat mode.
Called strike 3. So 2 outs. Odor will bat. Line to center to start the game.
Odor, an interesting choice in the leadoff spot. You see there, he's fairly low on base percentage. He rarely ever walks. Very aggressive. Has power, can steal bases. But he doesn't have that on base presence you like at the top of the order. He's got a brother named Rougned Odor. I believe he's playing in the Rangers system. He's playing minor league ball somewhere.
Hamill makes quick work of the Rangers in the third.
Do you remember the time?
We brought a horse into the bar.
Or what about when?
We tested if banana peels are really slippery.
No matter what you do, remember to watch How I Met Your Mother.
Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
I know the sacrifices our military makes. My father was a fighter pilot who went missing over Laos during the Vietnam War. For 30 years, I served everywhere from Iraq to Somalia, where I've been responsible for the lives of our sons and daughters. For all of them and for our country, I cannot support Donald Trump. Donald Trump doesn't have the temperament or judgment to be our commander-in-chief. That's why I'm speaking out for America.
Priorities USA Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I'd like to be part of a movement, but what movement would want an angry fat guy with a lot of opinions who hates listening?
When Peter gets political.
Good Tea Party morning, everyone.
Peter, you joined the Tea Party?
That's right, Brian.
His policies are no laughing matter.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Next Family Guy, viewer discretion advised. Monday at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
Time now for the Dunkin' Donuts Fun Cam. And to say Adrian Beltre and Elvis Andrus have fun on the left side of the Ranger infield, that would be a huge understatement. Beltre in particular likes to really give it to his younger teammate. Occasionally he'll smile, but usually, I mean, on pop-ups on the left side of the infield, Beltre will literally shove Andrus out of the way.
I was talking with Dave Raymond, who's doing play-by-play for Rangers television, and he said, you know, it's kind of like watching the Globetrotters play. I mean,
sure.
He makes it look so easy, but he's also very entertaining.
Rangers over shift on the infield toward the right side against Montero. Pretty deep in the outfield. 3 balls, no strikes. You got to have a 3-0 green light, and the Cubs usually do, but I think especially today, right, against Darvish, because they've been in the 0-2, 1-2 counts so much.
Yeah, I would think certainly, you know, if in the middle of the order guys for sure, I would think anybody with any power, you'd be turning loose on 3-0 if they want it. Some guys don't like to hit 3-0.
All 4. Couple of base runners for the Cubs, both on walks.
Yeah, and that would be the mitigating factor when you consider the 3-0 swing. If you've got a guy who has a tendency to get a little loose with his control from time to time, and you can work some walks, might be a little bit more inclined to take. This is a particular challenge here for Jason Hamill as he tries to bunt one. He should have offered at that pitch if indeed he's up there to bunt. You know, that was pretty good pitch to bunt. It might get a little tougher as we move along. Beltre's being very aggressive coming in from third, and of course Montero not a real speedy guy.
Swings away and fouls. By the way, I think that Darvish plate appearance is creating quite a buzz in the press box because he's listed as a right-handed hitter. It's his first plate appearance in 2 years. I don't see anywhere that he's listed as a switch hitter. trying to get to the bottom of it as he strikes out Hamill. 6 strikeouts to the first 9 hitters.
This Monday, that would be the 18th, the Cubs take on the Mets. Oh, always fun when the Mets come to town. First pitch is at 6:05, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive Cubs earbuds with case, presented by Starwood Preferred Guest. For more information and ticket availability, visit Cubs.com.
Ball 1 on LaStella. He walked to lead off the bottom of the first. And according to Baseball Reference, 11 career plate appearances for Darvish going into today, all right-handed previously. So kind of fun.
He looked comfortable taking those pitches from the left side.
I want to say Wandy Rodriguez. I called him the occasional switch hitter. Would that have been accurate?
Yeah, when the mood struck him.
Struck well, and it'll get down for the Cubs' first hit. LaStella on for the second time. 2 on, 1 out for Bryant.
Well, LaStella gets a start today with the nasty right-hander on the mound. We've talked a lot about Tommy and his ability to compete against good stuff. And he has delivered here today with a walk and now an off-field single.
Cubs down a run, but they've got 2 on for Bryant. Rizzo on deck. And the pitch. It's in for a strike.
It's like he's saving 98 for Bryant.
Again, Darvish with his first start in over a month. Made 3 starts coming back from Tommy John surgery. And then went to the DL with a shoulder issue. Looks like he hasn't missed a beat.
They've used 10 different starting pitchers this year. Derek Holland, Colby Lewis, mainstays in the rotation, both on the disabled list. They have not had a win from a starting pitcher in the month of July. The starter's 0-8 with an ERA over 9 this month.
Back. 1-2. Holmes, swing and a miss, strike 3. The number 7.
Well, the scouting report from Doug Roquel, spot on. The ability to spin the ball. A couple of 98 makes it awfully tough. So it may fall to the lefties. Stella with a base hit, and now Rizzo with a chance.
Darvish was born in Osaka, Japan. Father is Iranian. His mother Japanese. They met while attending Eckerd College in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yeah, his dad was a soccer player there.
To Tohoku High School in Japan, school that also produced Kazuhiro Sasaki and Takashi Saito. Well-decorated pro career in Japan. Two-time Pacific League MVP, pitched for the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. A couple of Gold Gloves, an All-Star 5 times, 2 ERA titles. And essentially, the Rangers committed over $100 million because of the posting fee. A record $51.7 million, and then the 6-year, $56 million contract.
Not sure what that last pitch was, but it looked awfully funky coming out of his hand.
Is line to right. Montero will score. Listella to third. Gary Jones is going to send him, and the relay will go to third. Cubs lead 2-1.
That's the whole key on a day like today. Get some traffic out there for Rizzo. These left-handed bats against Darvish, and Anthony gets revenge. It's similar to the pitch he struck out on last time. Tried to throw that slider down and in towards his back foot, but Anthony wise to it. Short stroke, gets the head out in front, and rips that ball into the right field corner.
And with that first run for the Cubs, Chicagoland's own eClick Lending will donate $100 to the Pat Tillman Foundation, supporting military veterans and their families. Rizzo has tied Chris Bryant with RBIs 64 and 65. They're tied for the team lead. Two and 0 to Zobrist. Rizzo now with an 11-game hitting streak. Foul. And one scheduling note, the Cubs actually announced yesterday, Sunday, July 31st, that game against the Seattle Mariners, that will now be a 7:08 p.m. start for the ESPN national broadcast. 7:08 p.m. on Sunday, July 31st.
That means we won't be working.
Got a bunch of interleague play coming up. Go to Oakland. Mention the White Sox. The Angels will be here. A tapper, Darvish off the mound. With an underhand flip to Moreland, and the inning is over. Rizzo, 2-run double. And the Cubs now lead 2-1 after 3.
At Entertainment Expressions, we're hardcore audio experts. We sell nothing but the best.
Audio you can't live without. Clips, Martin Logan, Onkyo, Marantz, and now Paradigm. You have to come in and hear them for yourself.
And there's more. Anthem amplifiers and whole house audio systems, including outdoor speakers for your deck or patio.
Residential, commercial, and home theater. All from the most experienced electronic staff in the Quad Cities.
Great service is our obsession.
At Entertainment Expressions, we are your home theater.
And audio experts.
Best brew in the Quad Cities is at Blue Cat Brew Pub. Enjoy award-winning brews like the Finnegan's Irish Stout with fantastic meals. Have you been there today?
Wow, today's the big day. I can't believe that it's finally here. From the first day we met, I knew I wanted to marry Lisa. She's amazing in every way. I had to find the ring that matched her beauty, and I knew I would only find it at Necker's. The diamond and setting they helped me pick out is perfect. Now, all I have to do is pop the question. She said yes. She loves the ring, and it's all because I went to Necker's. Necker's Jewelers in Davenport and DeWitt. Give to the one you love.
My daddy guarantees all his cars with his all-new Weber warranty. All vehicles have been fully inspected by our shop and priced below book value. Plus, Weber has financing you can afford. We work with local institutions to ensure you receive the best possible rate and convenient terms. My dad says it takes quality vehicles, great prices, and you must treat people right. Weber Auto Group. If you're looking for a used car, we got your baby.
Today's fourth inning is brought to you by Four Winds Casinos. Escape the everyday.
Check out the new gold standard for forecasting Chicago weather. Watch live Doppler 7 Max with maximum power only on ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Jason Hamill's got a lead, 2-1. 1-0 on Ian Desmond. Two, 3, 4 for Texas. Beltre and Moreland to follow. And fouled back, and we are a strike away from my favorite count with this guy at the plate.
Yeah, I like it. Can only hope. And why does he not wear number 22? He's not even trying.
And there it is, the Desmond 2-2.
I just get Obla Di Obla Da playing in my head whenever he comes out. He is 5th in the American League in batting average, 7th in on-base percentage, 5th in hits.
And you hear the money piling up after the season.
Yeah, that too.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the slider.
Then we talk about him, Desmond making the transition from the infield to the outfield, but he grew up playing the outfield. In high school, he was a center fielder.
Beltre, a career .306 batter in this ballpark. 23 previous games, 5 homers. And he takes a strike. Swinging strike that time.
Cheating a little bit there, looking for something in he could turn on. You see where he ranks among Major League third basemen. 4-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, and Gold Glove winner. 19 years old when he first came to the big leagues with the Dodgers. At the time was the youngest player in Major League Baseball. 37 years of age now and appears to have plenty left in the tank.
Hamill ready, and the 1-2 bounces in front of the plate. And we will try it again. Beltre signed A 2-year extension in April. Locked in now through 2018. It's fair to say there aren't too many 37-year-olds who sign 2-year extensions once the season has started, but that's how good he has been and how much the Rangers like having him. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A little more on the unique relationship between Adrian Beltre and Elvis Andrus. Shoves him out of the way. Yeah, this internet compilation pretty good. Something in his eye. That'll help you out. Swing and a miss on a changeup.
Bonus points if you can identify the theme music in the background.
I remember.
Courtship of Eddie's father.
Bill Bixby?
Bill Bixby, yeah. Uncle Norman.
Yep,
Jason
my
Hammel.
my pride, my joy. 2 strikes to Moreland. Going in. Astros got off to a terrible start, but all of a sudden they're just 4.5 back at Texas in the American League West.
Yeah, Rangers have lost 5.5 games in the standings over the last 17 days. And the Astros today announced the signing of, I'll butcher his name, Uleski Gurriel, the Cuban infielder that was highly pursued by many.
Clubbed out into deep right center, and Hayward will have to pick it up off the track. That's a double for Moreland. That is the Rangers' first extra base hit of the series.
He had to work hard to get it too. Ball was down. He went down and put a pretty good strike on it. Hayward has to wait, play it off the wall, so it's a 2-out double for Moreland and an RBI opportunity for Rua, who muscled the single into left last time up.
So we don't see the Rangers a ton. I always loved this particular historical note. 1994, strike shortened season. Kevin Kennedy was the manager. They were in first place when the season ended. They were 52-62.
Is that right?
They were.
I remember pitching against that group, and it wasn't a whole lot of fun, especially in their ballpark. Pudge and Juan Gone and Ruben Sierra.
So 52-62. The Expos were what, 74-40? So they'd have been like 20 games behind the Expos. I think there's a decent chance the winner of the American League West that year, and there were 4 teams, would have finished under 500. And he went, and the inning is over. It's always fun to watch pop-ups when the Rangers are involved.
This Monday,
I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. So have I.
Channing Tatum, Chris Pratt, 10 years. This Monday at 8, 7 Central.
Do you not know who I am?
Should I?
What about the Green Arrow? Black Canary? Firestorm? Atom?
Sorry.
Think you can keep up, Girl of Steel?
Supergirl, all new this fall, only on the CW.
Whoa. Feel the need for speed? Take the iWireless 4G LTE test drive. Get 2 free weeks of the fastest network in Iowa with no obligation. Then get 30 days of nationwide unlimited 4G LTE data, talk, and text for just $50. Family of 4 is only $120. Visit an iWireless store today to start your free test drive.
They're back with all new episodes.
Pickup lines in a grocery store.
Want to have a cleanup in aisle 5? Whose line is it anyway? Wednesdays at 9, 8 Central on the CW.
The Summer of Fun is going on right now at Kimberly Car City in Davenport. Drive this Ram 1500 for only $249 a month during the summer clearance event. Choose Jeep Cherokee or Grand Caravan and save $6,000. For just $289 a month, the all-new Chrysler Pacifica or Jeep Grand Cherokee can be yours. Or take home this Patriot for only $189 a month. Join the Summer of Fun at Kimberly Car City in Davenport.
How I Met Your Mother.
Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
It's a lovely day. Stay ahead of the weather with Chicago's first alert weather team with Jerry Taft, Cheryl Scott, and the entire ABC 7 weather team only on Eyewitness News.
Cubs lead 2-1. Jason Hamill, a little Yu Darvish-like in the fourth as he struck out 3. He's got 5 punch-outs his last 2 innings now. And Darvish will work against Wilson Contreras. Ivan Pudge Rodriguez, special assistant with the Rangers. His original team back in 1991, 21 years in the major leagues. And you should recall 2009, he hit his 300th home run in this ballpark with the Houston Astros. And I believe the fan immediately threw the ball back onto the field. And sometimes they replace the ball and throw another one. But I think the fan who caught his
sent back the real one.
Sent back the real ball. And I vaguely recall fans around that fan go, no, don't throw it.
Yeah, that would have been a good little trade chip for that fan. Or what a weapon he was behind the plate with that arm.
Two on Contreras, who has a Pudge Rodriguez-like arm behind the plate. So how's it going to go for Pudge? Mike Piazza just got in. You look at his career and his numbers. I mean, it is a no doubt first ballot, high percentage Hall of Famer as Andrews spins and gets Contreras. Does he get in this year? First year on the ballot.
This is Pudge's first year on the ballot?
2011 was his last year.
Well, I don't know, right? Because I think hasn't Pudge's name come up with PED speculation?
Yes.
I don't know if he was in the Mitchell report or not. So we'll see. I think the voters will probably be a little hesitant. That has been the case for most of those guys that are under that cloud.
Pudge with more hits than any catcher ever. Want to know on Hayward.
It's going to be interesting to see the evolution of the Hall of Fame vote with the writers as it pertains to the PED era. A lot of guys right now, if anybody's ever tested positive, they say no way will we ever vote for them. other players who there's a lot of speculation about but no real solid evidence. So we're going to withhold our vote for as long as possible. And then I think there's that school of thought that says, well, if we can identify certain guys as PED users and then try to extrapolate what they would have been without it, that's really tough to do.
Line foul. We are not voters, so I respect that vote and all voters out there to make their own decisions. My thing is Baseball Hall of Fame has to include Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. And we can talk about some other guys who might have been borderline calls or what have you, but arguably two of the 10 best players in the history of the game.
Well, and that becomes the question. If you're a voter, can you look at Clemens and go, okay, so and that would be, if these guys would really come clean and say, you know what, yeah, I did use PEDs and I started using them here and here's why. I wish I hadn't done it, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
The writers could say, okay, but up to that point, this guy was either already a Hall of Famer or was tracking as a Hall of Famer and likely would have gotten there anyway.
Hayward crunches another one way foul. That's good swings.
And I think Clemens and Bonds both, they fall into that category where you look at Barry before he got really big, saw the kind of player he was in Pittsburgh and then initially in San Francisco. You could say, you know what, that's a Hall of Fame player. And I think you could probably make the same case for Roger.
Ball four. Hayward is on. Let's go back. Pudge Rodriguez as a Houston Astro. And here it is. Off Rich Harden. A high drive by Rodriguez. And it's into the basket. And he pumps his... Now, he did reach down, so I'm not positive that it was the same ball, but...
Yeah, he might have had a little something down there in the pocket of his cargo shorts, that guy.
Here's Russell. And a strike called. Well, as guys continue to get in the next 5 to 10 years, we're probably going to find out somebody who did get in. It'll come out that they did take some sort of illegal or banned substance, and they're not going to kick them out. So that's where I kind of, when you get into the morals and ethics and all that stuff, how do we know?
Yeah,
the guys we put in haven't done it. And so my thing is just, let's just look at the numbers. If they're Hall of Fame worthy in your mind, put them in. And it also, I think the other thing, you've got a backlog now of deserving candidates. Bernie Williams and Kenny Lofton, whether they're Hall of Famers or not, they were one and done because you can only vote for 10. So if you've got 20 people who you think are at least deserving of being on the ballot for a few years,
merit future consideration,
they don't even get considered because there's so many on the list. Russell swings and misses for strike 3. Hard to say, but I kind of feel like right now we're not putting enough guys in.
Yeah,
as exclusive as it is, I think it's become too exclusive.
Yeah, and I think early on in the days it was probably too easy to get in. I think there's a lot of players in there that from the early days that probably aren't really deserving to be in the Hall of Fame.
Here's Montero. He walked to lead off the third and would later score on the Rizzo go-ahead double.
It's interesting, though, isn't it, that we have a Hall of Fame and we don't have the all-time hits leader, the all-time home run leader, and the all-time Cy Young Award winner in there.
Right. Yep. Hayward takes off. Here's the throw by Wilson, and it's late. Jason Picks up his 8th stolen base. And that leads the team.
Yeah, that was one of the keys. We talked about pregame that you could maybe do a little running against Darvish and Wilson. To 6 steals and 67 tries against Darvish. Base open, but he's ahead of Montero here. Prefer to finish Miguel and start next inning with Jason.
Darvish has had his injury problems. Tommy John surgery cost him all of last year. Since he came here from Japan, DL time with a back issue, a neck injury, elbow, and the latest, the shoulder. So 6 DL stints since 2013. So I guess that's been the only negative, right? I mean, keeping him healthy has been the biggest chore, and when he has been, he's been great.
41-25 with a 3.26 ERA. Fastest ever in Major League history to 500 strikeouts. And that's, you got to put that into context too. We're in a big strikeout era. We had fun with Joe today. We were looking back at some numbers, and he got bouncing around on his iPad looking at Joe DiMaggio, his walk and strikeout numbers during his career. Crazy stuff.
I think today's the anniversary of number 56.
I believe you are correct, sir.
In Cleveland. Wynn's going to push this one, I think, to the seats behind the bullpen, and it does. Speaking of Joe, a reminder, and we talked about his big event coming up, Madness Respect 90 main event. It's this coming Wednesday, July 20th, at the Wintrust Grand Banking Hall on LaSalle, 6 to 10 p.m. Cubs.com/main event. There are still some tickets available. Dinner, cocktails, and 5 bouts of amateur boxing. Darvish punches out Montero. That was not planned. 2-1.
The Chicago Cubs welcome the Texas Rangers to Wrigley Field. Today at 1, exclusively on the Quad Cities CW.
You really feel like when you walk through the door that everything that's going on in the outside world that's bugging you, you can just leave it behind when you're here.
It gives us the opportunity to reconnect with each other. We're away from children. We're away from everyday stresses of life. Gives us a chance to have like a mini resort somewhere close. I was blown away. It was incredible. It was amazing. This is the perfect getaway.
Discover special offers at Sybaris.com.
I love coming to River Bandits games. I love eating popcorn and watching baseball. And all those crazy, funny acts. But mostly, I like to play in the bounce house and ride cool rides like the Ferris wheel and the dropping twist. And if I do my chores, my dad even lets me stay up late and watch the fireworks.
Dylan, you missed the spot there.
Well, at least I don't have to clean the bathroom.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodland Park.
Where the fun never stops.
Next Family Guy.
I'd like to be part of a movement, but what movement would want an angry fat guy with a lot of opinions who hates listening?
When Peter gets political.
Good Tea Party morning, everyone. Peter, you joined the Tea Party? That's right, Brian.
His policies are no laughing matter.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Next Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised. Monday at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
Famous Dave's new Jack Daniel's Barbecue Burger. Come in and try it today.
Today's fifth inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank. Visit the Cubs Authentics auction page every week for your chance to own Cubs items. The upcoming auction includes Cubs players' favorite things baskets filled with one-of-a-kind autographed memorabilia and items handpicked by the players themselves. Go to Cubs.com/authentic starting tomorrow through Sunday, July 24th to place your bid. Proceeds benefit Cubs charities.
Hamill against Mazzara, fifth inning. Cubs lead 2-1.
Strikeout pitch has been working for him the last couple of innings. And some chases at the high fastball. Whoop. Has not yet walked a man today. Got some work to do here. Certainly can be more aggressive in these hitters' counts today with the wind blowing in. If indeed it's still blowing in.
I would say it is. I'll look up every couple of minutes. There's ball 4. And a leadoff walk. And the first time the Rangers put the leadoff man on base. Now Andrews.
Count on contact from Andrews. Good guy to play hit and run with. Tommy La Stella creeping in from third base, guarding against a bunt.
And the pitch. It's a strike.
Mazzara not a base stealer. He's tried one, was caught.
Not much of a lead. Estella, nice pick. And they turn it 5-4-3.
Beautiful double play here. La Stella charging, gets that ball in the short hop. Flips across to Zobrist, who makes the turn. Splendidly done.
Two down. Here's Wilson. Popped him up. In a matter of 2 pitches, Jason Hamill went from a run around nobody out to inning over.
I wish it wasn't just the dark times that brought us together.
Any idea why this guy would be after you?
Well, who is he? An immortal. You're not going to get rid of him. Watch us.
The Flash, this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
There are going to be more people escaping. They're already down there.
Containment. Limited series finale. This Tuesday at 9/8 Central.
Hi, this is Travis Sherman, General Manager of Jeff's Car Corner, reminding you to look for our logo. Jeff's Car Corner is your 6-time QC Times Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Used Car Dealership. We don't have 1,600 cars. We don't have half-off cars. What we do have is the right car for you at the right price. Low overhead, great prices, and award-winning service makes Jeff's Car Corner the perfect choice for your next vehicle. Same owner, same corner for nearly 40 years. Jeff's Car Corner at the corner of 4th and Division in Davenport.
Democracy is loud, complex, and endlessly fascinating.
Matter of Fact with Fernando Espuelas.
Each week we'll deliver balanced coverage of the issues that impact our future.
Matter of Fact with Fernando Espuelas, Sunday at 12:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Come hang out, grab some food, and catch a game on one of our 15 flat-screen TVs in a family-friendly environment. Gunty's Rock Island has a wide selection of craft beers and food options, including the best pizza in town, giant tenderloin, a great hamburger, half-pound prime rib sandwich, and a lunch buffet Monday through Friday from 11 to 1:30. You're sure to find something to satisfy your appetite. We're open 7 days a week, including delivery, so find out what you've been missing. Stop by Gunty's Rock Island or Davenport today and look for our daily specials on Facebook.
Welcome to Gunty's.
Hey fans, when you think mortgage in Chicago, think eClick Lending. Whether looking to purchase or refi, never pay lender fees at eClick Lending. With rates currently hovering at all-time lows, now is the time. Head to eclicklending.com and lock in your low rate today. Darvish chatting with his pitching coach, Doug Brocail, before the bottom of the 5th. You see what he's done through 4 in his return from the disabled list.
Talking mechanics there, I believe.
Inside on Jason Hamill. Do you recognize that guy right there? You would recognize his voice. That's Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants.
I would have failed on both those fronts.
He and his wife, Jill Talley, Second City alum, they're enjoying the game today, and it is Tom's birthday. Lives in a pineapple under the sea.
It's a pretty good gig.
Also a Mr. Show alum. And he walks the pitcher. And Darvish just looking out toward the bleachers going, what did I just do?
Yeah, well, it's ironic because when I was talking with Doug Brocail earlier today, we got into this conversation about pitching against opposing pitchers and the likelihood that Darvish would probably be pretty passive in his at-bats here today. But we were both saying that, you know, when you get 2-0 on the opposing pitcher, your mind just starts to race and you're going to panic mode. Oh no, I can't believe I'm going to walk this guy. It gets really difficult to execute the pitch.
Saw Sean Tollison up earlier, their former closer. And a strike on La Stella. He's had a good day. A walk, a single, a run, and started the 5-4-3 double play.
Darvish in his last rehab start, upper 70s in terms of the pitch count, so they're probably comfortable pushing him into the 90s here today. Tollison getting ready in case they need to make a quick move. Power ball up to Tree.
A little nod to Blackhawks convention weekend. Here's the pitch. Slow curve missed.
Yeah, he tried one to Rizzo earlier, and most of the stuff out of his hand has looked pretty sharp here today. But you can see a little frustration on his part with that slow curveball. And a shrug of the shoulders as he looks at Bobby Wilson as if to say, let's not go there again. That's not working out for us. And a slow, loopy one.
In the air to right and deep and caught on the warning track by Mazzara.
Perhaps on another day, Tommy La Stella circling the bases. Today just allowed out.
You can hit him out of the park on a day like this, but you got to hit him low. Or hit one 600 feet and it'll go 425.
Well, here's a candidate.
Yes. Chris, if you're going to hit one today, pull it. Strike one.
Has struck out everybody in the Cubs lineup except for Tommy La Stella.
Tommy La Stella hits good pitching. You've got a tough right-hander like Darvish on the mound. You're probably going to see Tommy in the lineup. They get none. Jeff Bannister might argue with Jeff Nelson that Odor had made the play and was pulling the ball out of his mitt. Odor not really arguing. He and Andrews will have a quick conversation with Nelson, but for now it's first and second.
Yeah, that didn't look like a drop on the exchange to me. It looked like a clank.
Ooh. That is really close. You really don't have to have the ball in your glove very long. As long as it looks like you're pulling it out. But yeah, I'm with you on that.
I think he was reaching as it was coming out. I think he clanked it. Probably worth a second look from the Rangers' point of view.
And I think Bannister might want a clarification from Jeff Nelson on what he can ask for in terms of a replay review. Because I think the call that he made is more of a judgment call, right? I don't think they can overturn whether he's pulling the ball out of his glove or caught it.
Well, they're calling for the headset.
Well, let's put it this way. I haven't really seen a review on that.
Yeah, we've yet to see a review on it, but I guess it would be reviewable where you could say, okay, did he? Let's take a second look and see if he had some semblance of control.
And this manager's challenge is brought to you by Subaru. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Of course, the key there too is Odor did not have to be all that quick there. There was no pressure coming from Hamill. Yes, Bryant runs well, but it looked like it was going to be a pretty routine double play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't take long. That'll be it for Darvish. So time for a pitching change, and this call to the pen brought to you by Lakeside Bank. It's about time.
This Monday.
I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. So have I.
Channing Tatum, Chris Pratt. 10 years. This Monday at 8/7 Central.
This summer, Supergirl is soaring to the CW.
I was sent to protect Earth.
Catch the entire first season with back-to-back episodes every Monday starting August 1st.
I love it. Really?
Get up to speed before the season 2 premiere October 10th.
Absolutely.
Supergirl. Back-to-back episodes start Monday, August 1st on the CW.
I wish it wasn't just the dark times bringing us together.
But it is friends like you that make those dark times worth having.
That was a hell of a speech.
People still need saving.
Stand back.
We got this. We're a team.
Fate impelled me to bring you together.
How did you do that?
I'm Supergirl.
You're who now?
We are victorious.
Your source for everything Chicago, ABC 7 Eyewitness News, weeknights at 10 with Kathy Brock, Alan Kraszewski, Cheryl Burton, Jerry Taft, and Mark Giangreco.
This is Sean Tollison with the high earned run average.
Yeah, he had been closing, lost that job. 11 out of 15 in the save department, yielding a .336 batting average and a .731 ERA.
The replay review, the call was confirmed. Described as the runner's foot touched the bag before the fielder gained secure possession after bobbling.
Could prove to be a huge miscue in this game. Interesting that they go to Tollison in this situation with the dangerous left-handed Rizzo up.
Two and 0.
Tollison, after really giving it up for a while, had settled in, had a nice run, but the last two times out and touched up for 5 runs in an inning and then 2 runs in an inning and a third in their series against the Twins just before the break. Twins put a hurting on the Rangers pitching staff.
Yeah, they did. Tollison lost that closer role in mid-May. Time now for a Mercedes-Benz drive of the game. Anthony Rizzo. The go-ahead 2-run double in the third inning off the starter Darvish. Over Tollison's last 2 outings, opponent, the batters have gone 10 out of 16.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's not capable of getting out of this, but again, it's interesting that they didn't have a lefty available to call on in this situation. Yeah, it's still just the middle innings, and you got to be careful how you deploy your resources as a manager. But this is a very meaningful situation in this ball game. Rizzo up there and a couple guys on base. Left-handed batters hitting .350 with a .644 slugging percentage against Tollison this year. Probably what those folks are discussing right there. Do they know they're facing the guy with the highest WOBA in the National League? WOBA is WOBA, I don't know what the statisticians call it, but it's weighted on base average. And Anthony has the highest one of those in the National League, 3rd best in the major leagues. And the statisticians really like that number because it's not just on base percentage, but it's weighted on base. Doubles better than singles, singles better than walks, and so on. And they like it better than OPS because OPS just adds on base plus slugging, which is a good number. But this one gets a little deeper because on base percentage is valued greater than slugging percentage.
A little more weight on the ability to reach base.
Essentially, the most important thing you can do is not make an out.
Yep.
If you do that a lot and add some slugging, then you're really good.
Ground ball backhanded by Odor, and they get one at second. So Odor, who committed the error, really athletic play there. 2 outs in the inning. I was just going to say, you don't sound like a former player. You sound like a stat nerd. I say that endearingly.
Yeah, I like digging in on some of that stuff. I don't. The math part of it I don't get. Now Jeff Bannister is going to argue that Chris Bryant went out of his way to upset a potential double play there.
And we're in the 5th, so he lost his challenge. This is that weird part of the ball game where if you don't have a challenge as a manager, you don't get another one. So he will argue his case to Jeff Nelson, but I don't believe they can go take a look at it.
And no contact was made.
The 4 umpires will get together to discuss.
No contact was made, and Andrus wasn't really even going to try to attempt that throw to first base. That doesn't mean it doesn't make sense for Bannister to try to push it, because we've seen some weird calls out there and technicalities with the new slide rule. The player is not supposed to go out of his way to try to upend a middle infielder. He has to be able to reach the base. Now, in that instance, Chris wasn't reaching for the base, but he was, in my view, in close enough proximity to the base where he could have done that.
So Jeff Nelson going back to Jeff Bannister, which usually means we're not going to change it. Well, that could be big. The fact that he could not challenge that and have New York take a look at it. It's interesting, isn't it, that because it is a bit of a strategic rule at the moment, with the manager getting 1 challenge prior to the 7th inning, after which he can strongly suggest or request that the crew chief looks at it. You get 2 in the postseason. We spent all that time and didn't go to review. So that rule, I think, partly was there to save some time, but we didn't really do that.
Yeah. So they have the discussion as to whether they're going to review it.
And strike on Zobrist.
I guess if you're looking for a tweak in that whole situation, you could say once you've used your challenge and you lose it, don't bother coming out.
Right. So in other words, if you, in this particular moment, Jeff Bannister would not have been allowed to really argue it at all.
Right. Yeah.
I'm with you on that.